Hi YouTube, and welcome to my channel. Stupidly I wiped my original intro to part 2, so I'm just going to do a voiceover and just show you some shots of me racing around Pukekohe. Anyway, part 2 is going to be all about removing the intake plumbing, basically from the intake manifold to the air filter, and I'm probably going to try and take off the power steering belt and maybe clean up a bit of the engine bay. Anyway, sorry about the inconvenience. I'll take you straight to removing the air intake. Even though I'm obviously working in the engine bay, I've decided to lift both ends because I've got to fit the drive shaft hoop, which connects up to the PPF under there, and obviously it's a lot easier when the car is sort of even. What I'm also going to do is I think I'm going to remove the bonnet as well. I'm not going to knock my head on it. Mind you, it might knock a bit of sense into me, but there you go. So next step is to remove the bonnet. Okay, that's the bonnet off. Much more room to work now. Just opens up a lot of light to the engine bay as well, so that's great. So now the idea is to start undoing the airflow, the plumbing, and see where we get. So let's give that a go. Okay, there you go, it's done. All the intake plumbing gone, right up to the intake manifold. Quite a bit more room to work with in there. I presume I'm going to be able to work my way around some of this plumbing and the fans. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, so, and here's all the bits that I just took off the engine. This is the like a breather valve that went across the front. That's not going to get used again, nor is that. The air filter might do. I've actually got another one that came with the kit, but I kind of like that one, and it's a pretty good nick. This is the intake, the old intake. I'm going to be using probably this bit from here. This won't get used. And this is the old sort of contraption, I don't even know what you call it really, that connects up to the intake. And yeah, so that won't be used again either. And here's the throttle body. Pretty standard stuff really. But with this, what will be happening is I'll be taking this bit off and making a little blank there, so that, because we don't need this anymore. This is all part of the cooling kind of system, I think. But yeah, so that's just straight out of the car. Looks a bit grubby to me. Let's see if we can't give that a bit of a clean up at some point or another. But that's all good. That's all part of it. But so yeah, we'll be using most of that again. I'm also going to move this crossbar. For now, I'm not sure if it's going to fit back on when the supercharger goes on. We'll find out. But you know, they don't really do that much, to be honest. But they do look cool. I also will probably have to remove this bottle. I think it's going to be in the way. In fact, I'll probably have to get like a relocation kit where they move it from there to somewhere in there, I think. So they're just the first couple of things I'm going to have to possibly work with, as well as actually fitting the kit itself. But that's cool, because that's what this whole car thing's about, isn't it? Okay, here we are. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move the crank just around a little bit so I can get to that bolt just there. So I'm going to put this on the crank and just move it around a little bit and see what happens. Safety first, as they say. There it is. That's enough room for me to get to there, no problem. So I think the next one I'm going to undo is this slot right here, which will loosen off the belt. Okay, they're 12 millers. That's going to be a 14. Okay, it's kind of a loose 14. It's been butchered a bit. So we'll try something without rounding that off. Mind you, I don't think I'm going to be using that bolt again.
sense of freedom, freedom in my soul. Release me from these shackles.
Okay, so now we need to make up a blank plate here. It's going to cover this up because that's no longer needed. So all I'm going to do is do these screws. So that's going to be the plate. There's an opportunity to do a little bit of a clean up here. It's a bit rough paint wise, scratches and what have you, but I suppose while it's clear and before I put the supercharger in, which is going to fill this whole area, might as well give it a bit of a clean. Oh, well, there you go. Sort of clean, you know, can't polish a turd. It's pretty scratched up in there. So I'm just sort of giving it a basic wash really with a bit of Canuba wax. So anyway, that's the end of part 2. Intake out, and I'll sort of have a think about what I've got to do next and the easiest way to do that, and I'll let you know how I go in part 3. Thanks for watching.